This is Tagawa Gardens. This is the outdoor conifer section. I'm not going to show much of that because, because it's just mostly conifers and shrubs and some trees. It's nice, but we're going to go right inside. They're just starting with their annuals. It's like heaven in here. I don't even know where to start. Martha Washington's. There's a few roadies behind them there. They'll sell a few roadies in Aurora, but they don't really winter over very well, so it's kind of a one-season deal. Everything's beautiful already, but it's too early to buy, really. Ranges, which don't do that great in Aurora. Lots of stuff. Petunias, lantana already, some verbenas, lots of calabricoas already. They're beautiful. They do like every nursery, they do a million of baskets here. Here's a few of them. Hibiscus do really well in Aurora, so we see lots of those. And here's dipladenias, which come in white, red, kind of burgundy pink. And there's this another pink that I don't see here that's the most popular, but they're expensive here. But Lowe's and Home Depot carry them by the rack load in just a little bit, and they sell them a lot cheaper. And they bloom for like 6 months. They started in late May and they go all the way to Halloween easily. Some of the area. I like that horse right there. I'm going to go back into the annuals. You really need to wait another month to plant annuals in Aurora. You're taking a risk otherwise. Like I said, calabricoas right there. Lots of calabricoas already. Lots of them. They do so well here with the warm weather. You know, petunias tend to fade a little bit midsummer unless you pay some real attention to fertilizing and stuff. But calabricoas, you can just let them go and they'll just keep going and going. More hibiscus over there. I didn't like it, like I said here. Potato vine does really good here too. Everywhere, really, you know. Lots of verbenas again. There's some zinnias over in the next row. Zinnias do great here in Aurora too, and same deal like a couple other things, like African daisies and those dipladenias. You get 6 months out of them easy. And African daisies fit in that category too. Well, these are straw flowers, but African daisies are over on the other side. Coleus, white coleus, Madison Park flower, pink coleus. Here's some of those dipladenia in big pots. One section of novelties and gifts. Lots of dog toys. Lots of pottery. There's those dog toys again. More pottery. And tons of succulents. More gifty dills. There's a whole big rose section. Fountains and things like that. Those doors over there lead to perennials. Not much going on in perennials just yet. Mostly hostas and heucheras. I was over in there a little bit ago and they have like 400 peonies plants. Another plant that does so well in Aurora Heron, Denver and stuff. Just tons of them. Walk back down this way. Get back down in the annuals. Like I said, it's really about a month before you really should safely plant annuals. Though lots of people are in here buying them already, but you're taking a real risk. You might get by, but it's a risk. It's better just to wait a month. Back over here, we're heading towards tons of geraniums, and in back behind the geraniums, they have their herb section, which is really nice. Not as good as Sherry's, but nice herbs, just the same. Yeah, they do a lot of geraniums here. You can go way back. Marigolds, of course. Petunias, of course. Oh, here's some non-stop begonias too. Not as nice as Niles, but well, these are mostly wax begonias. This is kind of a variety of non-stop. It's smaller. Oh, here's some non-stops. A few anyway. They're nice. Yeah, there's the geraniums back there. Lots of geraniums. Lots of petunias here too. Lots of petunias. But like I said, you really got to, if you want to get past the middle of the summer, you got to fertilize them really good and pinch at them. Million bells are just so much easier.
Yeah.
Hibiscus. More petunias. More petunias. There's that alyssum. Smells great in here. It's the alyssum right here. And pansies, of course. Oh, here's some African daisies up here. They're just getting going, but yeah, they do great here. Another one of those, you know, plant them into May and they go to Halloween, no problem. Good 6 months. Some coleus. Getting back into there. They got beautiful baskets everywhere. More of those diplodanias. Here's a lot of their, these must be their Mother's Day baskets. They've just planted. They're just starting to grow. Back further over there is snapdragons. I love Bidens, but they're one of those ones that kind of like petunias. They do great for about half the season, then they don't do as well. Even if you pinch them and fertilize them, it's just, you know, you get a little bit disappointed. So I tend to go with zinnias and lantanas for those oranges and yellows. I'm more satisfied with them. Lobelia. I think I mentioned to you a little last week or something. Lobelia, just the heat here gets them about halfway through, so that's a disappointment too, because I like blues. But you know, I use million bells again. These are dark blue, purple million bells. Can't go wrong with million bells, and they give you the whole season. And I like the verbenas too, but they tend to get a little leggy, a little stretched out. Back over here, well, if you walk up this aisleway up there, you get all into all the cool gifts and stuff they have. They have all kinds of cool gifts. Super expensive. I already showed you that horse. I like the horse with all the puppies. Well, I'm going to stop here for that, for this part of the video for today.